There is definite happiness coming in. Bliss, a childlike joy. The kind of relationships that you're attracting are, there's transparency in the people that you meet. I feel like you invoke a sense of trust in other people that allows them to open up easy and share with you what they feel, how they think, who they are. Let's see what else comes out here. Four of Pentacles. I wonder how open you're being, though, with the Four of Pentacles here, because this card talks about holding on to what you have. It could be your feelings, your thoughts. You're not like easily sharing those things with other people. And then you can also be like hoarding your resources, very protective of what you have. Not like that's a bad thing, but it just makes me wonder how open you're being to other people in your life that you meet. Maybe you're not as trusting when it comes to certain people, certain connections. The Page of Pentacles is here, so there could be some kind of offer coming in very slowly but surely. Slow and steady win the race, I'm hearing, so be patient. There's some kind of offer coming in that is going to change things for you and really please you. And it could be someone bringing that offer in, making you feel that way. We have the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords here coming out. So, yeah, some of you are definitely like withholding your feelings. You're not really being forthright with what you're thinking, what you're doing. You may be moving in silence, you know, and this might be causing people around you to kind of question, you know, what you're up to, who you're with, and even sometimes who you really are. You know, perhaps the fact that you are so protective about how you feel makes people question, you know, who you are as a person. And I don't think you're deliberately doing it, like deliberately being like deceitful or like, you know, you just not very forthright with what you're thinking and feeling. And maybe that changes when this offer comes in, but I see you also traveling towards calmer waters if you've been dealing with issues in your life or like kind of rocky roads, you know, you've encountered. I feel like that's changing. Even if temporarily you may be going on a vacation, getting away somewhere with someone, or needing some kind of respite. The Star card is here. You know, I feel like whatever offer is coming in is going to really restore your hope and optimism. You know, it may make you feel a lot more balanced and more sure about the universe really taking care of you, and how that is what happens always. You know, the universe always takes care of you. Your wishes are being granted in something, and whatever comes in, this offer that comes in could be something that you wished and hoped for, you know, that restores hope and optimism in your life and makes you reevaluate your stance on things, and possibly even change your perspective about life, about love, about relationships, things of that nature. The Three of Wands is here. Yeah, you're in a waiting stage, like kind of in limbo, but not in a bad way. You know, you may have made plans, are making plans, and seeing these plans to fruition, seeing the results and rewards of your effort, you know. There's something good coming in, though, for sure. Something you've hoped and prayed for, especially with the Star card here. You have strength here coming out. I feel like you've always had to be strong, and you know, you may have dealt with or are dealing with people that may be a little different from you. You know, they may be a little more assertive, more aggressive sometimes, whereas you're, you know, more docile and gentle. So you don't, you know, make things happen by force. You know, you just have a way of bringing things into existence that, you know, kind of are just meant to be. Affecting change in your life and, you know, actually embodying that change, being the change that you wish to see. I feel like you're an example of that. So, you know, there's something here about like your gentleness. But I feel like some of you have been fighting these battles, you know, against known and unknown forces. You know, there may be people in your life that aren't, you know, necessarily supportive or want the same things that you want for yourself. You know, maybe they have their own ideas for how you should live your life, and they aren't afraid to tell you how they feel, you know, and how they feel you should live. So that could be something. There could be people that, you know, see you and kind of think ill of you, or, you know, may not have the best intentions, but I feel like, you know, you're in this advantageous position, like you're at the top of the hill. You know, you're fighting the good fight. You know, you're just really trying to defend yourself, your morals, your character, and things like that. You know, things that you've worked hard to grow and achieve. So it's not like you're out here purposefully harming anyone or hurting anyone. You know, you're just trying to live your life and survive, you know. Be positive as well, you know. King of Wands is here. There could be someone coming into your life that is highly attracted to you. And this could come after heartache and heartbreak. You know, you may have dealt with your share of pain. I feel like you're transforming this pain into something beautiful, though, you know, and it shows based on your growth and the work that you've put in to heal yourself and heal your heart. But there's definitely someone coming in that's extremely attracted to you, is eager to talk, and where there is chemistry between you. Again, this is coming after hard times and heartaches, so you may be kind of skeptical about, you know, what's going on, who this person is. The Tower, you know, it could change things forever for good, you know, but in the best way. The shock of enlightenment and the change that comes with finding out that you found your one, I'm hearing. Awaken to the truth, being just, you know, like I said earlier about having a change of perspective. You know, something happens, someone comes along that really changes your life drastically, and the way that you think, you know, about humanity as well. You know, they change that. There is big change vibes here. The world, there's an end to a cycle happening, you know. It could be an end to a way of thinking, I feel, you know, where there are self-limiting beliefs, you know, when it comes to you and how you feel about yourself and your potential and what you're capable of achieving and attracting. I don't think you should be doubting those things, but I think that there's going to be an example of why you should never doubt God, or, you know, like the path you're on. I mean, it's understandable. Like, you're not going to always be like sure about everything or everyone, but I think something's going to come around that's going to really change the way you think about life and love and what's really possible. I'm going to pull some oracle cards also. See what comes out. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So perhaps someone, this person that's highly attracted to you that comes into your life is, or, you know, could be someone that's already there. And maybe they finally tell you how they feel. That's just one scenario.